This is called the Tall Lighthouse. So, it was a stormy night at sea, and the light in the lighthouse goes out. Well, ship runs aground, and the captain gets out, sees he can't move, goes up to the lighthouse and knocks on the door. Well, the lighthouse keeper is all the way up at the top of the lighthouse. So he has to go down and around, 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 to the bottom to answer the door. Captain says, "What?" This is the story. That I am, huh?
I'm just saying it's gonna be great. I'm really excited to hear.
Yeah.
I
mean,
I think I understand.
Okay, I'll keep going. I don't know it.
So, anyways, Captain, lighthouse keeper answers the door. We're all still following, right?
Yep.
So, lighthouse keeper the lighthouse keeper answers the door. Captain says, "Hey, my ship's run aground. I need a place to stay for the night." Lighthouse keeper says, "All right, well, grab your things. We'll go up." So they go up and around, 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 to the top, to the bedroom area where the lighthouse keeper says, "Hey, here's your room." So the first captain goes to bed. Well, you never believe this, but a second ship runs aground. I would have thought the lighthouse keeper would have fixed the light by now, but apparently there's a lighthouse bulb shortage. Anyways, so the second ship runs aground, and captain's like, "Well, holy cow, this is a problem." So he goes up to the lighthouse, says, knocks on the door, and lighthouse keeper says, "Again?"
Lay down.
And so he gets up out of his chair and so goes down and around, 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 down and around to the bottom. Answers the door. Second captain says, "Oh my gosh, my ship's run aground. Need a place to stay for the night." Lighthouse keeper says, "Okay, just grab your things. We'll go up." So, second captain grabs his stuff. They go up and around, 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 up and around to the top, to the bedroom area, and the lighthouse keeper says, "All right, here's your cot. You can go to bed." So you'll never believe this, but a third ship runs aground. Like, I can't believe they didn't just say, "You should stop shipping for the rest of the night." Third ship got through, ran aground. Like, third captain gets out and he's like, "Holy cow! I mean, is this a party or what? A prank? Holy cow! I don't know, because three people are falling for this. I don't know what. Gosh. So he goes up to the lighthouse. He knocks on the door. Lighthouse keeper says, "What? I mean, I don't get this much attention during the week." So he goes down and around, 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 to the bottom, to the door. Answers it, and third captain says, You'll never guess what happened." And the lighthouse keeper's like, I know. There's two people up there. Grab your things. Let's go." So they go up and around, 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 to the top.
How many boats?
Luckily, this is the last boat that runs aground tonight. There were only 3 ships on the ocean, and that's lucky because they, who knows what would have happened. So they all go to bed, and the morning comes around. And are you happy you let me tell this story yet?
Super happy.
All right, so we'll continue. Part 2. Morning. What?
Okay, keep going.
I mean, it's got to be 2-parters because it's such a, it's like Twilight.
It's like a
Compelling cliffhanger.
Yes.
What's going to happen
Yep.
in the morning?
Yep. Let's do it.
So, anyways, morning comes, shipping lanes are open. It's bright, sunny skies. Lighthouse keeper wakes up, says, all right, it's time to start the day. I got to call the lighthouse light bulb company and fix this here light. So he goes down to begin his day. He goes down and around, 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 to the bottom, to the kitchen, starts fixing breakfast.
You don't remember this joke?
Clearly I don't.
So, first captain wakes up, sees, looks out the window. He's like, "Oh my gosh, it's ship shape out there to get my ship in shape." And so I'm gonna get going. So he gathers all his things, goes down and around, 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 to the bottom, to the kitchen, where the lighthouse keeper is making breakfast. And he says, "Hey, good morning. I'm ready to get out of here. I just need something to eat so I can get on my way." And the lighthouse keeper says, "Well, you got 2 choices. You got Cocoa Puffs or Frosted Flakes." He says, "You know what? I'll take Cocoa Puffs." So he eats and he goes on his way. Second captain wakes up, stretches, says, "Ah, man, this is a great day for some sailing. I'm just ready to, get down this stairway and tackle the whales." So he, that's ship jargon for I'm ready to go.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Following.
Yeah. So,
It's turn.
Yep. It's nautical. You can look it up.
Okay.
Moby Dick.
Okay.
Yep. Tackle the whales.
I'll take your word
Yeah.
for it.
See? Yep.
Okay.
So anyways, he gathers his things, goes down and around, down and around, down and around, down and around, down and around. Holy cow. He forgot his lucky pocket watch. That is
Up and around,
father.
up and around,
He had to,
up and
yeah.
around,
So
up
he
and around,
turned,
up and around.
like his dad was in Vietnam, and
Vietnam.
yeah, because you remember
I
Pulp
feel like
Fiction.
You're getting
Pulp-
off topic with this
You remember
joke, and
Pulp
I'd like
Fiction
the end of it.
when Willem Dafoe came in?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was Willem Dafoe, but
I don't
he
know,
said,
but I know what you're talking
I-
about, so you can keep going.
your father gave me this watch, and I had to
Walken.
have it. Walken, yes, there he is. So it was important.
Okay.
So he had to go up and around, up and around, up and around, up and around, up and around to get this watch. So he got it. Yeah.
And then
Oh,
he goes
thank
down
goodness.
and around,
He goes down and around, 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 to the bottom, to the kitchen. And there's the lighthouse keeper making breakfast.
Cocoa Puffs or
Co-
Frosted Flakes, right?
No, well, maybe it was. I can't remember. Yeah, Cocoa Puffs or Frosted Flakes.
Clearly not a really important detail.
Yeah. I mean, it's the most important detail.
Okay.
So, thank you for remembering it. So, you got 2 choices. Cocoa Puffs or... No, it was Corn Puffs. You messed me up. I got it. So, the stormy night light goes out in the light. So,
Okay.
yeah. But back to that. Anyways. corn puffs or frosted flakes. So first guy chose corn puffs. Second guy says, you know what? I'm gonna have frosted flakes. I'm not gonna be like this other captain. I'm on my own ship, you know. So yeah. So lighthouse keeper says, bold choice. So he eats and he goes on his way. Third captain, I mean, he's a heavy sleeper, so I mean, he was the last captain to wake up. So he said, man, I shouldn't have binge watched that Golden Girls on Hulu, so I could early bird catch the worm here. He didn't catch that worm. No, he didn't, because he was the last one.
No, he caught Dorothy though.
So he gets up, gathers his things, goes down and around, 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 to the bottom, to the kitchen where the lighthouse keeper is making breakfast, still for the third consecutive hour. I don't know why, but he really liked his breakfast. So anyways, yeah, he has to, I mean, it might be difficult to pour that cereal. I don't know. So third captain says, you know what, I'm ready to go. I just need something to eat to get me on my way. Lighthouse keeper says, well, you got two choices, corn puffs or frosted flakes. Third captain says, you know what, I'm going with corn puffs. And he eats, and he goes on his way. And the moral of the story is, 2 out of 3 people prefer corn puffs over frosted flakes.
Okay, so how long did it take you to tell that joke?
Sure, yeah. We'll go with that.
15 minutes. Okay, just want to make sure I understood how many minutes of my life I won't get back here. 20 years
Yeah.
ago, so
And this story has been brought to you by General Mills. So, yeah.
So why could
Thank
it be Cocoa Cocoa Puffs? Yeah. Could it be Cocoa Puffs?
Did you look at did you Google how many people prefer corn puffs over, yeah.
I'm a fan
See?
of Post cereal wasn't involved.
Yeah.
I feel like if you would have made it Cocoa Puffs, it would have made the story a little bit
Well,
better.
maybe in the,
Out that way.
yeah.
He changed it.
I changed
Uh-huh.
it. You did. I feel like
I needed to be, I needed
you need
to,
keep us on our toes.
yeah, historically accurate. Yeah.
Well, it is now 15 minutes. You have to multiply that for
For all of us.
And now we're wasting another 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You have a
Talking
few
about
days of my life.
the joke.
Yeah.
The sands of the hourglass.
These are the days of our lives. Wasting away.
Were you a Days of Our Lives watcher?
I did watch Days of Our Lives when I was in high school, yep, and early college, but it's just,
Was that like a you and your mom thing?
Did my dog go somewhere?